Paddles are brought out for the pistol here.
Definitely a paddling.
ASAP's gone for the dual elites. ADK, the star of yesterday, with the defuse kit and a fast mid push coming in here. 00Nation going straight in towards A potentially. We are going to see a defense here. TJP ready and waiting, trying to slow them down, but hasn't got the utility. We'll have to peel off, and the dualies strike first.
That was crisp.
I like that for an opener. ASAP. Oh, he's dead, and everyone's dead, and the round might follow with it. Oh, that's brutal. Well, there was one pretty sick shot in there for Rooster. Other than that, it's a 00Nation round, and they even run down ADK to win it.
Beautiful. All right. Fast, furious, in your face, and done like that. So I think here, if it did turn out that Rooster missed the time on the veto of that second wave ban, that will rattle you.
Yeah.
It will rattle you mentally, knowing that you're going to be ending on a Mirage as opposed to a nuke. That'll rattle you, man.
I think even the fact of, like, you know, this idea that Rooster come over to Europe, that they pay out of their own pocket to boot camp before this event, and now, in what could be your final match, you missed the veto. Like,
yeah.
Oh,
you're showing that you don't care what.
Yeah, that's the alternative.
That is the alternative.
But I do have an expert standing by to give us the analysis one way or another. I've organised this. Jakey, what do you think?
Well, back in the day where I used to coach Endpoint, you know, we used to handle the veto, and I can't remember a single time where we had to have like a 5-minute conversation because we've been surprised the other teams pulled something off and missed the veto. So, you know, it's just an experience, isn't it?
You're going to say it was unintentional, Jake. Is that your official branding of the situation?
Well, I mean, maybe they didn't even know there was a timer. Who knows?
Oh,
I mean, yeah, they haven't been to many big tournaments, have they?
That's true.
Could have been caught off guard. Yeah, it's
this round's happening in the background.
this full eco's actually falling apart, isn't it?
But
so,
at least we got what Jakey had to say.
Yeah,
well,
no, that was good.
But for now, it is a 2-on-2. Bear in mind, Rooster came into this round with pretty much nothing. USPs and a Deagle, I believe. They've now got a 2-on-2 situation, a Galil in the hands of the Clutch Master, ADK, and recovering the bomb. 00Nation feeling out the map, not together right now. CT's working in tandem.
Dude, I love this full reposition. They get spotted over in mid, but coldzera's dead. This is a full eco round. They might be about to win it. 00Nation, their hopes rest on the shoulders of Lato. A 1v2. Man coming in through Temple, another drop through mid. He's got 2 Galils, armorless opponents, sure, but these Galils still pack a punch. Lato dancing around the site looking for this Temple player, but with his back turned, ADK picks it up, and Rooster with just vanilla pistols put a round on the board.
And they're back in the game.
That's unbelievable. USPs and a Deagle. ASAP 3 kills. ADK, as you might expect, with 2 as well. Making that Galil sing. And this is how it all starts. That swing out from the dark room here. Working together, collecting that Galil and taking them down. 3 kills for ASAP. And yeah, that's a very disappointing round for 00Nation to give away. Not at this stage in the tournament. The absolute last chance this time. And they'll be on the 4 spies. Been to round number 3. Tech 9s and utility set pieces, you would imagine. But it will be Dumal with the Galil. At least. We'll see what he can do with it.
Well, 2 things here. 2 players from 00Nation in the server are muted.
I saw that. It makes things very difficult.
If you want to rectify that, Henry, use CL_sanitize_muted_players and set it to 0.
Got to turn off the international keyboard first, Henry. You're bumbling this one. Bumbling the bag. ASAP. Another multi-kill mowdown, perhaps. It's a quick double. Oh, this round still could get rocky. With ASAP out of the picture, now they move in towards the site. They close the distance.
Up
close.
Oh.
That could have been it. That could have been sick. But in the end, they do get the round. 2-1. Love that for Rooster. They find the conversion.
Yeah.
Dude, you know, I want to see a little bit more from some of the you know, other guys on 00Nation. coldzera is
the other
great
guys.
This tournament.
Well,
yeah. coldzera has been sick. He's been on my fantasy team. So that's how I know he's been doing.
Okay, all right.
Right?
Good, yeah.
This man on your screen, NQZ, right? Yeah. The new AWPer came in from 9Z. We got to commentate him in Barcelona last year at the tail end of it. I thought he was very good. For an 18-year-old AWPer, his mechanical skill and understanding of the game is very high. I expect him to have a very bright future. Like I said, 18 years old and performing in this tournament hasn't really blown us out of the water, but we'll see what he can do in this matchup.
The reason I'm like looking at it though is that like coldzera when like, you know, he first joined the 00Nation project, and the few times I've like got to cast them and watch them play, one of the things that was super cool was that like he was taking a bit of a back seat, right? Like he was trying to set up these young players to be the ones as the stars. And that was kind of cool to see, because in other projects that coldzera has been a part of, he has still had a lot of space, a lot of room. He's kind of been that star player,
the star player.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Exactly. And so like coming into this, it was like a bit more hands-off, a bit more room to the younger guys. And then to see him here, you know, no taco, he's taken over the leadership responsibilities, and he's the guy putting up the best numbers while trying to actually set up the other guys on his team. Yeah. It's a little bit weird. It's a little bit worrisome. I've always rated Dumao. I think he's a great player. I think he has to be one of the guys like for the future of the region. And so I want to see him put up some big numbers. I want to see the other guys.
Isn't the biggest problem in this whole situation for 00Nation, they brought in a kid who's never played at this level of Counter-Strike before. coldzera has to go to in-game leading, which is not a position. You heard from the interview with Yanko. He said he hates it.
10 out of 10 in terms of being uncomfortable.
Yeah, so like the team as a whole for right now in this event, we've got the duct tape out and we've been able to you know, tape this thing together temporarily. Whatever result we get from them here, I'm not expecting a whole lot. I feel like on paper they definitely should beat a Rooster.
Absolutely, yeah. I think that's more than fair. And considering the way it started as well, psychologically, this could be a difficult one to get themselves out of. Winning the pistol, losing to a full eco in the second.
There's nothing worse.
3-1 down.
There's actually nothing
on
worse.
A T-sided map as well, where they should be absolute favorites here. But either way, we're getting to what should be the first gun round here. Still concessions to be made across the board for 00Nation. coldzera have almost no utility after the initial deployment. And aggression here. Rooster looking to open things up. And
I like it.
They just didn't see it coming. They weren't expecting it.
Isolating the one defaulter outside of B long. Right, you could do that. If teams want to put heavy mid pressure, you know there's only likely to be one player there. Lots of places you can play anti-flash, sure, but not in this case.
Yeah, we know they like to be active at the start of rounds. They have an idea, a concept, and they seem to pull it off most of the time. 5-on-4 for now, as we're probing towards middle. Chelios with the defensive AWP, watching double doors, hoping to extend the lead here if possible. It's coldzera on the other side.
This one stalled out, definitely. You can see the bomb on NQZ, not committed here. Still up towards Rugs. Chelios going a long way around with the rotation, not wanting to brave mid, knowing that they have lost a bit of space. But TJP, speaking of brave, he's going to go back the other way. Takes down coldzera, 3-on-5, and they have to finish A.
Yeah, this is brutal now, right? You've got an AWP and an M4 that you're running into. This is kind of the A-site power combo. The AWP smoked out of the round, but ASAP and TJP will hold the line. And there's that AWP to close.
5 staying alive.
5 alive at the end of it. Great round for Rooster. And, you know, when we saw these guys play versus Pain, they were actually good here. I think they put up 11 rounds, if my memory serves me right. And I think that's an impressive scoreline versus Pain, who have been legit here. I think this is going to be a pretty tall task for 00Nation. Rooster have clearly got a lot of ideas. They look very at home on this map.
It was active, it was assertive, and it was efficient. They managed to push out, get information towards B, get a 5-on-4, and slowly whittle away. Defensive setup towards middle, funnel them in towards the A bomb site, great crossfire, and closing out the round with 0 casualties. That is fantastic. A dream start here for the Australians as they take on another eco here. Barely can call it a partial buy, but there is a scout for Dumao, a couple of smokes available, and they're waiting for any CT aggression once again.
Now, lads, I have a question. This is another round for Rooster that should be a shoe-in.
Sure.
What does shoe-in actually mean, and where did it come from?
Well, he's an absolute shoe-in for the championship. I know what it means, but I couldn't tell you the etymology.
Should we find the etymology?
Yeah, not sure.
I wanted to give the option in case any of us had that information, but the internet will know.
For the trophy.
Should I use ChatGPT or should I use Google?
ChatGPT isn't reliable.
Oh,
okay.
Oh,
there you go.
Hot take.
You want to let that? You want to let
hottest take of the day so far.
The AI's heard that.
Okay. Not sure how I feel about that statement.
Harry,
want
do you
to
know
elaborate,
what you've
perhaps?
done?
Look, man, AI gonna rule the world.
See, it already is.
One day.
Like, it already is, and it's like 2 years out of date in terms of the information it has. Imagine if it's relevant.
Exactly, man.
They're having to censor it because it's too powerful already.
ChatGPT's already writing the whole cast for me, personally.
Well, we are going to see coldzera bringing one back, but Chad, you've got a moment here. It's calming down. What is that? What have we got?
So a shoe-in, how would you say that's spelled?
I would assume S-H-O-E-I-N.
So would I. But here, according to vocabulary.com,
of course,
you
know, you have to try. When they have the domain name vocabulary.com, they probably know what they're talking about.
A shoe-in, and it's spelled S-H-O-O-in, is a guaranteed winner.
So it's got nothing to do with shoes.
No, not at all. This noun phrase first appeared in the 1930s in the context of horse racing. When there was a predetermined winner in a horse race, jockeys would hold their horses and shoe in the winner.
What does that mean, though?
Like you're shooing.
Yeah, shoe away.
Like,
shoe away. Shoe. Shoe.
Well, I guess in...
shoe.
But, yeah. I'll investigate further.
I like where you're going with it. Yeah. It's certainly interesting.
Well, I didn't make it up.
I like the ties to horses as well.
I think it was to do, but it was to do when things were
That's a good impression.
Thank you very much.
Henry, can you be my horse?
Yeah, I've got the
that
anatomy
could be a
of
cold
one,
open.
so I'm definitely interested.
The anatomy of a horse.
Yeah.
Of course. Horse now.
Well, this is an A pop here, but they've got 3A, gentlemen. There's going to be an A play, and the horse is in the lead.
I'm in the face of a horse, a long face. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what you meant.
They've got three here. They've got three here on A. Chelios with the AWP. The Molly's come forward. He has to push. He's missed the shot, dipping away. The rifle here for support. They've smoked them off, and, well, that's going to be that.
Well, they are smoked off, but they don't look dissuaded to come through in towards the A bomb site. Big spray down, but nothing connecting. It will be 00Nation with an open A bomb site. TJP with the smoke, and the bomb going down here. Man advantage for the Brazilians, but can they hold on? TJP, the snake in the grass here.
Oh, that's one on the jump up. coldzera out on an island. And QZ does delete one more, keeping the advantage with 00Nation. And then they swing out, they fight together as three. That's a nice post plant there. They don't let Rooster find a way back in.
Yeah, felt like Rooster had the correct setup to deal with that. There are 3 players already on the bomb site, and you're unable to trade efficiently in that scenario. That's all that comes down to. The initial first shot missed by Chelios. You can see he was thrust forward by the Flames, having to take a fight. He misses, sure, but they disrespect the molly. They trust their execute, and a good round for 00Nation.
I do like the confidence of Chelios, I won't lie. Like, he's always willing to take every single fight. He won't necessarily land the shot, but he's always in the mix. And unfortunately, does cost him the round that time. 5-2, though. As said, considered a T-sided map and then some right now in the current state. And we will see 00Nation posting their second. Money pretty decent still for the Aussies. They'll have the Chelios AWP and bringing in the other rifles right now. Still with $7,000 on Chelios and nettik. So they're absolutely fine going forward. 00Nation need to find consecutive rounds right here, right now.
Right here, right now. Right here, right now.
That is one of the songs.
That is one of the available ones.
You can find it in all available places.
Available places.
It's true.
I guess suppose.
You can't argue with it.
I suppose you're right. Where it is available, you can buy it.
I thought it was a cool flash. Not the T one, the CT one. You see that? He threw it off that like upper beam.
Yeah, exactly. I've seen that.
I could tell that was genuine as well because your voice went very high. It was impressive.
I've been practicing.
What's the high? Give me a high pitch, like. Bit of
I just meant being genuine.
Oh, sorry.
I'll A main control. 2-mal over towards boat. Just having a bit of a float right now. coldzera about to apply some mid pressure. Very standard mid-doors Molotov smoke combination here. Now, they won't be putting any pressure, and that is actually a little bit of a problem if you're on the 00Nation side, because it's a 2-3 split of the defenses.
Yeah, we have got a bit of a B-lean coming in as well. You can see a bit of presence here towards A few smokes and flashes. I'll leave one player there, but the Bomb and Co. are outside. It's up to Nexter now, trying to crack things open, deny some rotations here, but they're not taking the bait. He goes down. Lato will open things up, but here it is, a very strong setup for Rooster. Should be under control here.
They have to extinguish and go, but they've smoked off the choke point. Maybe save? 30 seconds? This is not worth it.
Yeah, I think he might be onto something here. 20 seconds, no utility left, hoping they'll get a gimme pick. Not going to happen. Starting to peel off now. They've accepted their fate, and that's going to be a round for Rooster, locking them out. Didn't even attempt to breach the bomb site there. Just got locked out the round.
And because Next didn't find a kill on B site until it was, A site until it was way too late, it's not like they could rotate back anyway. So.
No, I mean, he died trying to get involved at like the first hurdle, right? He fell getting out through main. That like immediately broke the illusion that it was the A play.
It was a pretty limp fake, let's be honest.
And never at any moment were Rooster falling for it, even in terms of like the mid fake util. They had TGP watching it, TJP rather, watching it.
What's TGP?
It's like ChatGPT's brother, Text GPT.
More reliable, though.
Yeah, more reliable, more up to date.
Yeah, he gets at a better time.
It's not AI, it's just like 30 people typing back, fact-checking everything. Very sick. What if ChatGPT is just like one really overworked ghostwriter?
Well, he's doing an incredible job.
He is doing it. I mean, props.
But it does make sense that he's a little bit untrustworthy. Oh, almost caught out here again, Chelios. Same place, same position. Not the same result yet. Flames at the feet. Oh, that one's gone. It's under the map. It's under the map.
Referee, what's going on here?
Okay.
Yeah, pause play. What's happened?
Chelios,
that actually went through the map.
Is it intentional?
Imagine if that
No,
isn't.
that's not intentional.
Yeah, but
But it
imagine
was
if
burning
it is.
him, though. What the?
Like the invisible bug molly.
Yeah, I think we need someone to look into it, Chad.
But sometimes when the molly hits you, same with smokes, it falls through the map. We know on Inferno,
Yeah,
right?
true. Okay.
So it could have been that,
the
but with
fact
the
it's still
molly.
hurting you.
Oh yeah, that's ridiculous.
Like, that is wild. But here we go.
Right.
Some
It's so
active play.
telegraphed, these 00Nation players. Throw utility mid, they check long, nobody there. Oh, they're actually playing mid. You know, they have all the info right now,
True.
Rooster.
And dude, inside of this A site, you've got ASAP, who's been having a great game. Last name, Oxlong. First name, Mike. It's not his real name.
Sorry, why did you say it?
Because it's Mike Oxlong.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Okay.
And he's having a great game right now for the Roosters, so it's a big tie-in.
I like it.
ADK with the backstab as well. He's got the round here, palm of his hand. He could squeeze
Knives
00Nation. Oh, it's only one. The spray's a little ugly. Could have been so much more. Could have been the round right there. And now it could all fall apart. The kills come through. 00Nation have somehow found this round.
He barely did any damage as well. He could have had 2 kills guaranteed and maybe a bit of damage on the third, but instead he gets 1.2 and gives the round away. nettik's going to give it a chance, but I feel like he'll be dealt with in due course as well. That's going to be his round over. Nice try, but yeah, that's a bit of a throw there. ADK has been the hero so many times for Rooster. He's won so many clutches on Anubis. I suppose something had to give eventually.
Right.
Oh dear, things you hate to see. Here's the molly, right? So this is the replay of what just went down. Burning, you can see that. So this is what I assume with my first-hand diagnosis here. And you can see even the smoke coming through the floor there. So molly's hit him, and what happens sometimes with the clipping of the nades and the models is it will fall through the floor in certain positions. We know that on Inferno. That I can vouch 100%. CT spawn, top mid, it's very common occurrences there. The molly has fallen through with the same clipping issue and has been on a high enough elevation to then burn him through the floor. How do you feel about that?
I guess I'm just going to have to accept it.
Just a technicality,
I would like to find out more from the players.
I do love that, like, we almost got, you know, that was like a very human moment there. Like, it kind of shows, you know, how, like, conditioning isn't immediate, right? Chelios was getting burned and then, like, looked and was like, well, there's no fire, and then just went straight back in. That's why humans took so long to figure out which berries were poisonous. You get sick like 4 times, and then you'd be like, yeah, maybe this isn't a good idea. Maybe it's the berries. Chelios with this double setup, it's only a 1-for-1. Dumao gets out, but this won't sell the A-fake like 00Nation were hoping for.
No, certainly not. It's still going to be the man advantage for the Roosters as they establish themselves once again deep within the B-bomb site. Defensive crossfire, and in terms of utility, still pretty decent for 00Nation. They can still execute to some degree with a couple of smokes here, but maybe the contact play. AWP on the right side. nettik doesn't seem to be aware. He certainly is now willing to challenge. Throws his own incendiary down towards the entrance here, and we have 40 seconds on the clock. Time is of the essence. They're waiting for the opportunity to present itself, but that's not going to come through. Very disciplined, passive setup.
Where are you going? There's 30 seconds left. You're going to reroute. No, they're going to save again. They're going back into T-spawn here. So that's going to be 7 now for the Roosters. Cock-a-doodle-doo. You got to wake up early in the morning to beat these guys.
Yeah, you're right. There's nothing to be done anymore.
Yeah, it's over.
What an underwhelming round.
Oh, wait.
You can't be
Wait.
over this.
No.
Not
There's
now.
10 seconds.
No,
You wouldn't, would you?
What are we doing?
No one would do this. No one's crazy.
Well, I thought they were making me look crazy there for a second,
Right.
wasn't he?
I know that Tomek, if he's there, has these like caster challenge things that he wants us to try and do. I wonder if we could work to bring any of those in for this. Think now is a good time for it, Chad? Have you seen any of this? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Are you attempting to disrespect Australian Counter-Strike right now? This is a big day for Australian Counter-Strike, Harry.
Come on, Harry.
This is Rooster into 00Nation, followed by Greyhound. Greyhound taking on Pain for a spot in the playoffs of ESL Pro League Season 17, Harry.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed, actually.
Okay,
Did you even bring
well,
that up?
yeah,
Like, why do you
you
want
know.
to mess around all the time?
Okay, well. All right, little mow down. Little mow down moment, I guess. Here here we are. nettik and ADK with the kills. And, oh, it's only a tag, but TJP's
Rooster winning
there.
the series. And honestly,
right.
if I wanted to find out about this nuke situation, I want to know about the
If
video.
they really did just leave it, but like with full knowledge, just to randomize, that does speak to the confidence.
The Henry G method, we'll start calling that.
Yeah, that's actually not bad at all. But speaking of momentum, 00Nation.
I feel bad for just rinsing Harry there a little bit.
Man, it's all good. You know? Someone had to soak it up.
Oh dear. Well, yeah, but I'm the sponge. But people at home, if you want to tweet on in how you're watching, if you're in
It's like sponge.
if you're in Australia right now or New Zealand and you're watching and you're enjoying the Counter-Strike and you're
Cheering everyone on.
You're clucking for the Roosters and you're getting ready to watch the Greyhound boys play a little bit later. Let us know how you're getting up to it.
So it's 8 p.m. right now nearly in Perth, Australia.
So most people aren't in Perth.
Part of my
No, I know,
ignorance,
but I
guys.
picked Perth just as like a fun...
Oh, I appreciate that.
Yeah, I got you.
Is Rooster like an organization of sorts, or is it just a name?
bunch of guys.
Okay, so there's no merch available. We can't support them in that
Well,
way.
hang on, there could be merch.
There might be merch.
I'm just saying.
Let us know if there is
Oh,
merch.
I typed in cock merch, and of course...
What about?
Well, did you put CSGO at least?
No,
Well,
don't Google that.
There's a few.
I'm going to look up Rooster merch.
still put CSGO, I would recommend.
CSGO.
If Rooster get 10 rounds on this CT side, it's
Massive.
It's very likely too.
Absolutely. There's the opening kill. They're on a partial buy right now. 00Nation have not really had any compelling rounds whatsoever. It's been a rocky start, to say the very least. On the back foot once again. Best hope right now is finding a couple of one digs, but Rooster are playing incredibly disciplined. They're not giving much away when they have the advantages. I say that. They do give one up, but a good trade comes through. ASAP takes full control of A main. And looking to progress as well. nettik is playing with the incendiary here, and he will be punished. Lovely work from Dumal there.
Yeah, great work on the fade there. Lots of pressure towards B here. ASAP on a fast flank while ADK takes the first fight. There's pressure. TJP trying to alleviate it. And ADK steps wide for one. A 2-on-2, but the flank is noisy, and they know ASAP's here. Surely he doesn't get anything done, or is it a double up? Beautiful work. You're going to call that the 9th round now for the Rooster.
And bear in mind, one of the rounds 00Nation won as well was in the bag. It was in the pocket for ADK. He had a 3-man spray down lined up, and he completely whiffed it. Unfortunately, he's had some great showings on Anubis in this tournament, but that one didn't work out for him. That's one of the 3 rounds they picked up, and they won the pistol as well. So not really scraping the barrel at all. We'll see what's going to happen.
Oh, look, we have a caster challenge.
What
it
did it
just
say?
came up. No player names. All right.
God.
And I got that right.
All right.
So here we go. We're getting into this. There is an AWP pushing in through lower.
This is a big push by 2. 2 here. 2's almost found the opening and is away. That's a bit of fire back from 8.
All right, you're going like the observer method.
Yeah, well,
calling out the numbers.
Why not? At least then
come on.
I'm somewhat...
You can try tell a story without it. You know, no. I feel like numbers is
And
cheap.
one of the former greats patrols towards middle, looking to represent the nation, bring glory back home. And you can see this man on the screen right now, currently with 4 frags, 10 deaths. Not his best performance, no one's saying that. But still plenty of time here as they start to close in towards the B-bomb site.
A little bit of pressure towards middle here, and
Go on.
the gentleman with the beard has been displaced.
All right. Bearded man out of the picture for now.
Another
However,
bearded man steps in.
Where one bearded man was, another shall rise over in mid. It's a couple of kills back and forth. Up on the angle, but flashed off. The great one holds it down.
Well, the new one selling a little bit of space right now is the rotation from one who's been here for a sizable amount of time back over to one of the New Zealanders with an AK in his hands. He's gonna, flub the lines, and they're in like Flynn.
Here we go then, a real opportunity to find their first proper gun round here. 3-on-3.
Oh!
The old legend firing off a shot as the bomb goes down, and we will see a retake begin here. The Australians have it all to play for, and it will be the clutch master himself coming out of the temple, looking to cause a ruckus.
There's a big moment here. We've seen this guy do things like this before. These guys moving on up. A 2v2 now. Couple of kills either which way. It's left onto the clutch, but 4 HP. And the round is won by Rooster.
It's a huge round. That's going to be double digits now for the Australians. 00Nation can't get going, even after an incredible take of the bomb site there. The C4 planted. It's still not enough, as the retake is very successful, Chad. Can we say our names?
Yeah, I think we say our names.
Okay, fine.
Harry, can we use the player names again now?
Yeah.
Oh, Jakey, did you like that?
Jakey.
A 9?
Yeah, that's a 9.
I give that a solid 9.
That's a 9.
There were no player names, so
yeah.
you got a bit fumbled.
We get a
kept
little
repeating
score
yourself,
at the end.
It was good. It was good.
All right. Harsh on the critique there from Jakey, but we still got a 9.
No,
right.
that's like
a lot of comments and criticism for a 9 out of 10.
That's like a PC Gamer or IGN review.
That's not
8.5 out of 10. Could have been better. Quite derogatory gameplay, really. But 8.5.
It's actually 9. Actually 9 out of 100. All right, yeah. Well, fair enough. Cold Zero is through mid. He does have back of Lado here, so a lot of pressure applied to TJP. This is a 3-man B stance again, and this is the setup that Henry said that they could have converted. Let's see if they can get it done this time round. Oh, a TJP. That one's cheeky. Up and over the smoke. We'll find Cold Zero.
Yeah, definitely excited to find a couple of frags there. It will be ASAP to maintain that advantage. 4-on-3 now, pushing them in towards the A side. Chelios will connect with the orb, but swings again with the USP, trying to take down the legs player, but now it's down to ASAP. Players surrounding him from Connector and the Fountain.
Dude, ASAP is feeling it right now. 3 in the round, looking for magic number 4, and he's going to get it. It was actually nettik, but hey.
Either way, man, still enjoy this. He's bodying him right now. What's he got? 17 kills. He's only died 5 times. He's topping the server here. I thought he had a high headshot percentage.
41's kind of weak sauce.
It's got to be 55 or more for Harry to get excited.
Dude, you know what was sick? We had yesterday, next site was 66%. I think he ended actually on 69% in that game where he,
was that Mirage?
He popped up versus NIP, on Mirage.
Well, the boys are getting rowdy now.
Yesterday.
You can see they are fired up, lads. 11-3. 1 round to go. They could have 12 rounds on their CT side of Anubis. This is unprecedented. No one saw this coming.
This is fantastic. And even with a couple of moments where it's like, oh, they probably shouldn't have done that, they've still been able to walk away with this bag of rounds here. So,
and they're the favourites into the final round as well. Look, 4 Galils to try and find this must-win round.
We're flying through this one here, aren't we?
Yes, indeed. And 00Nation, they are firmly on the ground. Unfortunately, they're going to have to see what they can do with very little here. Almost no firepower, only 1 player in double digits. That's Dumao, and they're sending all 5 players towards A to kick things off. It'll be challenging towards Dark, and presumably just a set piece off the bat here, considering they have no territory to speak of.
It feels like they just want to go for the A play again, because that's where they found the success in that very one fleeting round. Smoke from ASAP. That's the thing, you're going to feed this beast who's having no issues just lopping off heads here. But you can see the U2 being lined up and organized now. They've got plenty of smokes. They've got the mollies available for this BXQ. It flashes as well. ASAP this time round is on his lonesome. So the support network of TJP currently in the A connector, but the rest of the players of Rooster have left this A defense on an absolute island here.
Yeah, the molly getting out in time is pretty big to just try and slow this down. Util raining in, TJP flashing himself, trying to play around this smoke. It's ASAP to rid that first man of his life. Dumao dead, and Dexter followed up on 2. This is a hell of a hold! They have melted 00Nation. Just 2 players dealing with 4 on that push. And now ADK and nettik, they slow it down. They know the pressure is on NQZ in this moment. They're going to give him the passage to get the bomb. They're waiting a collapse upon him the moment he tries to make a move in this clutch. Now that ADK is in position, holding the flank. I like that he doesn't even commit to this push. If he keeps going through, wraps in through main, that would have given NQZ a fight. Instead, he taps the bomb. Now they know he's inside the site. They've played him for the info here. They've set themselves up brilliantly. NQZ with one of these kills. He needs the ace in the clutch. He's up and out of the site, running it all the way back towards B. It's either an ace for NQZ in this clutch, or ADK robs them for a 12.
Oh, he hasn't rotated either. He's got to make the sprint now. He's still on the A bomb site, coming through the connector. It will have to be a temple entrance here. Does have the option to go CD spawn, I suppose.
It could be anywhere.
It Exactly. I feel like he's won the round. This should be the ace.
But there is a smoke in play here. That is the best piece of utility that AD has available. He doesn't know where he is. The best option you could have is to drop the smoke on the bomb and tap the bomb to flush out NQZ, who will have to spam the plant. He will have to call the bluff. So there it is. The smoke comes out. The flash on top needs the tap here, and NQZ needs to spam to give away this position. Time, it's so low, but that's going to be it. Plenty of time for the defuse. No issue there whatsoever. ADK with another clutch, and Henry will call it 12.
We certainly will. 12 rounds on the CT side is an unbelievable rack of rounds there. Well played to Rooster, and 00Nation have a lot of work to do. We'll take a break and see what they can do in the second half.
He be riding on the wave, I ain't got a lot to say. Mine's heavy, give me space. Pine's ready, let me blaze. Spend money, what a waste. Times money, money pays. You ain't ready for the 8th. She ain't ready for the 8th. He be riding on the wave, I ain't got a lot to say. Mine's heavy, give me space. Pine's ready, let me blaze. Spend money, what a waste. Times money, money pays. You ain't ready for the 8th. She ain't ready for the 8th. Mad as savage, me back and I'm back in it happening, ready to blow. I remember doing deeds with Deji from the street, they left me on my own. Mom kept asking me about how I got the P, I told her leave it, mum and grow. Then they're ringing off my phone, then they're ringing off my phone. Times change, but mine's made though. I ain't got line patience, tried then, don't like bait. Let's come close, but swear that. When goes with the herb pack, never boast loud, get your bird whacked in my condo where I birth tracks with a gang. Catch that for the gram. He's a viral! The best in the game!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. ESL Pro League Season 17 from the sunny shores of Malta. You're watching Rooster take on 00Nation, and it's not going well at all for the Brazilians. Their T-side campaign only yields 3 rounds on Anubis, chat. That is simply not good enough.
Oh, there's no way to deny the cock is the down under thunder, and right now it's ready to plunder. We've got some Aussies in on the hotline here today. Conky using the hashtag ESL Pro League. He says, hey lads, he mentioned all of us. Thanks for the Perth shout out. We've also got one coming in from
Shout
Louis.
out to Perth.
Shout out Perth one time.
Louis Louis 2K OCE, he says, enjoying the Cox doing God's work so much I had to blaze one up. And in Australia, what that means is you have to turn your computer on, you blaze up the fans of the computer to get in the server and play some counter. He's inspired by this play.
I do that every day as well. Blaze in every night, and we'll be getting into another Jawley situation. Dumao cracking things open here, needs the double kill. Oh, it's just not going to connect. And once again, it will be a 3-on-3 advantage towards Rooster as they enter the B bomb site. That's going to be bombed down, and the retake coming in from the canals. This looks like it's done. How do they do this with just 2 sets of Kevlar, no utility?
Well, Harry, take us through it.
What, how they did that? Or this 2v3?
No, how they're going to do 2v3. This.
Oh, how are they going to do this? Let's find out, right? They're both coming in through dark. They've got a good position here to try and move in. These Temple players aren't swinging yet, so they can look to get out. They're locked in this fight, and then into the dualies. That's a round for Rooster with the pistol locked in. The Aussies are looking to take this one over the line.
Can I just contextualize this for everybody playing at home?
Go on.
Whether or not they win this series, that doesn't matter. That is a moot point. That's not what we're talking about here. And I understand this is not the Cold Zero that was part of Luminosity and SK Gaming and lifting trophies and FaZe and everything like that. But this is still Cold Zero on the other side of the server against 5 names that most of you, unless you're from down under, have literally never heard of before.
True.
So the idea for these boys to get a victory against a name on the other side of the server like Cold Zero, regardless of the context of how far things have kind of not gone wrong, but changed.
And
it's
the fact
huge.
They can pick up their first map victory at the tournament as well, regardless of the series result. Like the fact they come here and they'll actually take a map, presumably, is fantastic.
It's looking good for it, surely.
We'll see what happens. They should be at 14 after this. It's the full eco here for 00Nation, not investing a single dime into round number 17 here, and TJP opens things up. It's actually a bit of a 3-man stack going on there, and he's coming behind.
Also, Henry, you asked earlier on, or maybe Chad did, I don't remember. I think it was you. You asked if there was ways, you know, like merch.
Oh yeah, Rooster merch.
There actually is.
Want to get a cock on my chest if possible. Is that there? It is. Yeah, that T-shirt.
There's the Rooster art. It's
I'm looking at it now. Oh, you're on their website. I see. Okay. Yeah. So what? feroxind.com. If people were looking for some Rooster collectibles.
So get some.
The shirt they have there with the Rooster with the AK, and then they've got one that is a bit more of the player shirt that I'm looking at here as well. So this one is their sponsor on it, just a little logo on the chest.
I like that.
So there are some options here if you want to support the Roosters.
Of options.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. We'll better way and we'll better time right now in their first map victory potentially here at ESL Pro League.
Choose the cock that represents you best.
Exactly. So, Chelios loves this play, like taking the heads-up duel every single round on the T side towards B main, and he always gets away with it. He might not get a kill, but he always seems to survive.
I love it because of this exact response here, because you force the CTs to do one of two things. They either have to keep fighting you or use utility, and if they throw a smoke, you can try and get a cheeky boost like that, applying so much pressure, so you can see this skirmish still going on towards this B bomb site here. I do like the 2 orgs. I won't lie. I think that they're pretty good considering some of the range fights you'll be having over towards that site.
Yeah, especially in like the A bomb site anchoring there. It seems to be very common right now, which is nice to see. But CT utility is very low now, lads. They're going to have to be active. Yeah, here we go. So need information, that's for sure. Flashbang comes over. It's not the most convincing one. And they are absolutely wrecked for it. They have to make a play. And that should be it. NQZ will need a double kill here. At the very least, we can stand a chance in the round. First one should be his, no problem. There's the double. Back in the round now, 3-on-3. And they'll have to pump the brakes. ASAP actually looking elsewhere.
I like this. I like the seesaw here, right? So Next is looking the wrong way. He's going to get, well, losing all control. That smoke's about to give up the play. Is going to be ahead of it, so ASAP might not be ready for this. Doesn't matter. That's the frag they're in. 22 kills in total. The bomb can rotate over. Cold Zero smoked off. NQZ on another planet right now. And this one here should be the 15th.
Should be. 20 seconds. Cold Zero could push the smoke and try to deny, but it doesn't look good for him. Bomb will be planted, no problem. 3 versus 2, no kits in play.
Yeah, ASAP playing fishtail, Harry's favorite position.
That's true.
I do like this one. It's a good cubby, good headshot angle as well on this con fight, right? It's actually unlosable, this connector fight. No one's ever lost it before. ASAP ain't about to start now. Cold Zero dead. And NQZ in the 1v3, moving in. 3 letters in the name, 3 opponents to find. Damage done, but running out of time here. And that's a done deal as they swing him together. He's low, trying to get out of there. And nettik hounds him down. Even saves the org out of the round, and there's those Rooster tees.
They're pretty cool. They've got like a vintage look to them.
Yeah.
I kind of like that. The look almost faded. It's pretty good.
You know what's insane here? And I'm getting way ahead of myself.
Okay.
But let's live in that world.
Yeah.
I've been living in a lot of different worlds
Where they
today.
win this.
Where they, let's say that Rooster win this series and Greyhound lose their series.
Then
it's Rooster versus Greyhound tomorrow.
That would be big.
That would be crazy.
I would love that. It would be rowdy in here to say the very least.
It would be.
That would be one to be in the arena for.
Well, the one thing that's weird is that I think Alistair's like losing his voice after yesterday.
I know
what
that
a game
feeling
that
well.
was.
Yeah.
Wow.
So the hype might be a little, it'll be like very strained. You'll have Alistair like, yes! Yes! It's going to be sick.
Well, here we go, boys. This could be a 16-3 scoreline in favor of Rooster.
Just what we all expected,
Yeah, also you
Henry.
say could be.
Won't be.
It will be. Like, look at this.
No one ever closes a game out, though, Harry.
That's true. No one ever
No
closes
one's
a game
ever
out.
closed a game.
It never happens.
They're all just still happening.
Especially in Pro League, there's never been a blowout. So we'll see what happens here. It's a two-man setup in towards the A site, and it will be nettik to open things up. He'll be traded out there almost certainly. That's coldzera dropping him here. Once again, needs a couple, delivers, and they've got the man advantage. As mentioned, very difficult to find round number 16.
No flank either.
We've got ASAP. He's in towards heaven. A nice position. Needs to work with Chelios, of course. An aggressive player. Wants to take fights. This time he's punished.
ASAP to close this with a 1-on-3.
He can do it.
Not going to be easy, but this is what he's made for. Out with the swing. No! ASAP, one more man. Lato brings him down low with the nade, but it won't finish the job. Doesn't have a kit. The tap on the bomb comes in, but will ASAP take the bait? Flash out. Lato here. Ends it with a tap.
What a clutch.
16-3 as he wins out that clutch to bring glory to the Rooster boys.
Look at the smiles on the faces. That is a drubbing. Get them out of here. Pack the bag, see him in the lobby. That one is quick.
Unbelievable scenes here. Their first map victory, and what a performance it is. Closing it out in style. It's 16-3 to the Roosters.